Welcome back.
You say that like every time.
I do. Well, welcome back. We're in
Hi.
We're in Newry, Northern Ireland.
Is that how you say it?
Newry. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I got it.
We were saying in the south, but we ventured into the north. This was the nearest northern town from where we were staying.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
And there appeared to be a lot of charity shops. Now, the charity shop culture, as we mentioned in the last video, just really isn't as
Prevalent?
Yeah, it's not as much of a thing, I don't think.
I think people use it as a tool to kind of like maybe clothe people.
However, we found these Lululemons straight out of the bat, and I thought, well, you know, we're going to be on to a good thing.
Straight out the gate?
Straight out the gate. Look out for that little logo. It's normally a reflective logo on the back of the waist or on the leg, but it can vary depending on garment. But they are worth picking up. It's very much like Sweaty Betty. They're sort of on par with each other, right?
Yep. They're American, aren't they, Lululemon?
Lululemon are American,
and Sweaty Betty, designed at least in Britain.
Designed in Britain, yes. But we did find 2 pairs. Have you found both pairs yet?
I think I'm going to find them right now.
Yep, 2 pairs. There we go. Most people cut out the labels inside because they are really long.
Oh, yeah, physically. I mean, the actual label's long. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, they're really inconvenient. So it's best to look out for the back logo. You'll be able to tell because they're really thick. They've got a really good structure to them. Does that make sense?
Do you know what? Like, even some of the cheaper ones are getting stronger and better quality made, kind of because like the whole kind of athleisure craze is in full effect. But I got to say, they do feel like supremely made in comparison to all the others.
The charity shops in Ireland, I found they just weren't as vibey. Now, I don't want anyone to be assaulted. I've had some messages... insulted. I've had some messages...
Don't assault people.
No, I've had some messages from fellow Northern Islanders, and they mainly go to Dublin. Not Dublin, Belfast. What's the point of me making this video?
I don't know why you're even talking at this point.
They mainly go to Belfast to source.
Yep. Which we didn't do, which next time we do go to Ireland, we will do. And also I can think actually we'll do central Dublin.
See, you've got a speech
You're messing around with me.
Yeah, we'll do Dublin, and we're also going to do the outlet in Kildare. If anyone's been to the outlet in Kildare, please comment down below. I'd like to know your experiences.
That's a designer outlet, just to let anyone know. And it's also owned, I think, by the same people who own Bicester Village.
Side note, there was a Josie Rinkoff couture jacket there. It was fabulous, but we were watching our weight restriction. It was £5, and I probably would have got it if we were at home, because it's very like Mother of the Bride-esque, if you will. But we did leave it on this occasion.
Explain to the people, when you say weight restriction, what our actual initial plan was, which ended up going totally out the window after we found more and some more.
We didn't book luggage because we flew Ryanair, and anyone who knows flying Ryanair, it's absolutely extortionate to buy luggage.
If you pay if you do it after the fact, it's like £10,000 for a bag.
So we did we did hand luggage, and we were contemplating buying luggage to take everything back, but in the end we decided that we were going to ship it to ourselves, and that is what we did.
It was quite a nifty kind of thing to do. I mentioned, I think, in the last video that we were staying in Southern Ireland, and Northern Ireland being kind of part of the UK. If you ship it from Northern Ireland, which was 10-15 minutes away from us at the time, you actually get the same shipping fees as if you were sending it literally next door to your house. So we shipped it back to us,
which was fabulous, and it arrived yesterday, and we will do a haul video of all the glorious things in it.
Yeah, because that's a cross section of the stuff you're seeing now, but also a large TK Maxx haul.
We did 2 TK Maxxes while we were there.
But that's a large TK Maxx haul.
We did Southern and Northern to compare.
Yeah. And there was actually quite a difference in price.
It was very interesting, actually. Yes, we'll talk about that later. I have to say, the British Heart Foundations in Northern Ireland, to my experience, are so ram-jammed.
Stuffed to the rafters.
Isn't it amazing how much stuff they got in them?
It was actually quite interesting because a lot of the shoes and I think even most of the clothing, it was obviously kind of bulk because there was a lot of it. And it was some decent stuff, but it was quite expensive too.
Please note, it's just as expensive. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, it wasn't any cheaper.
Sorry, I was thinking about how expensive it was when you were talking.
Yep.
What's this?
This was kind of cool. This was I wonder why I picked it up.
Wrangler.
But it was a Wrangler. It was vintage Wrangler, but it was like beachwear. I guess it was one of their kind of like beach. What does it say? Beach.
I tried to look it
something.
up, but there was nothing.
But it's really 80s, early 90s. But it was kind of, I guess, like not a diffusion line, but a kind of beachwear like sideline almost. I just thought it was quite interesting.
The problem is with those like cut off vests, they're not so much wearable these days. Like,
are you saying that's, as to quote my mum, not the fashion?
I would say a sleeveless vest is less of the fashion than a vest.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
This was cool. Do you know what was really weird about that? It was I Heart, but not Heart. It was a Big Apple kind of I Love New Year. But it was trademarked, which I thought was kind of cool.
Oh,
it had the TM sign, which obviously they're all pretty much knockoffs of knockoffs of knockoffs. So that was cool.
So what does that mean? It was bought from...
Someone owned the trademark on that actual kind of
God, you just bringing all
print.
the facts today, Austin.
Yeah, you know me, factual.
Freddie.
Freddie, yeah, why not? Francis, I was going to say.
Francis.
I quite like that. I quite like the name.
I left
Francis.
this clipping of my dress flowing in the wind.
Beautiful.
Like an angelic...
Look at the sun. Look at the sun there. Look how beautiful the weather was.
This is like a little independent church one.
Church?
Yeah, like the money goes to a church.
Oh, I
Austin.
see what you're saying.
Do you get it? You know, very simple. Money goes to church.
That's the that's the charitable organisation it's going towards.
Yes, always check the ties.
Always. Go on.
I would get a t-shirt made that says always check the ties if people didn't think I was being really strange in like normal public places.
Yeah, like 5 people would understand what that meant, and
Yeah,
apart
like,
from those 5 people,
like 5 people in like nationwide.
No, like worldwide.
Like worldwide.
So in the UK, if anyone saw that shit, they would think you were just a...
Is it bad that the song Mr. Worldwide came to my head?
305. Go on.
This one wasn't too bad though. I'd actually say it was one of the better ones. Once you got past like the general stuff, this was a Paul Smith shirt. That is a piece of love. This is a Paul Smith older label. I actually just like the subject matter. There's a little bit of distressing or wear, if you will, but I actually thought the subject matter
Surf and turf.
went beyond the wear. I thought it was quite cool.
Yeah, it was.
I think it's cool.
I think it's different.
Yeah.
I don't think we picked it up, did we?
Yeah, £2 we paid.
Did we? Or bargain?
It was £2 for
£2.
Paul Smith. That's got to be, even in that condition, it's got to be at least 25 on Vinted, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
It's Vinted a sore subject at the moment.
Yeah, a lot of people putting Vinted videos out and getting kind of banned and...
Cracking down on the resellers as Vinted.
Yeah, and you know what, we made so many jokes on the podcast about selling on Vinted, but I guess at the end of the day, without going into too much detail, which I always do anyway...
We shouldn't be really, should we?
We shouldn't be, and I hate to say, but when your time's up, your time's up. The only other thing you can do is not at all make another account on a different email address, because I'd never tell anyone to do that, would you? No.
This is Mark Chain. Mark Chain is overlooked because I think people struggle to sell it on eBay a bit. However, look at the retail; it's expensive.
Yeah, it's
like
mad.
it's like a boutique designer, much like Ribkoff. But I
think
a
bit cooler though.
It's cooler, but people struggle to sell it. I like selling it personally. That was £5.
We don't struggle to sell this.
This is a vintage Barbour gilet, or body warmer, as we used to say back in the day.
Or underlayer.
Underlayer? What do you call it?
Overlayer? Underlayer?
Quilted back, that's nice. Navy blue as well. I like the navy blue. How do you feel about the navy blue, hun?
It's a good colour. I was actually just thinking, we talked about the underlayer, overlayer. People wear those under wax jackets, but by the same token, they wear them over polo or long t-shirts. So just think what I'd said,
especially
really.
like in the summer and into the autumn, it's a light cut cover up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad condition. Well, it's good condition. It's just it's worn. Let's put it that way. It's old. I would guess like 20 years plus. I might be wrong. No, it's about 20 years old.
I was just highlighting that they do well.
Yeah, that's not obviously quote for quote, but that's a very, very similar item.
The wax ones do really good money, the sleeveless wax.
Yeah.
This is another Mark Chain dress. I'm starting to think Mark Chain's popular in this part of the country.
Do you think?
This was a mesh
lovely.
Floral number. I'd call this a winter floral, a graphic symmetrical floral.
You're like the title person for like every eBay listing ever.
But it was £5, so I could not resist. The
problem is this does come over to like, it kind of transcends to normal life, because I'll say sometimes I'll go shopping and say, what do you need? And I will get full listing kind of details on what we need, not just kind of...
Yes. I need a ripe potato.
Yeah, literally.
Rounded at the corners, slight brown colour.
Newer tags.
This is a Marie Curie. Is that how you say it?
I think so. I'm not going to try and one up you anyway. Even if I did know that, I was
saying
wrong.
it and I
No,
thought,
I'm wrong.
Do they have them anymore in the England?
Yes, they do. In the England, yes, they have them in
Not
England.
very often though anymore.
No, I don't think
It used to
so.
be quite a common one, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, I found this.
Talk to me about these.
Well, I always thought these were doggies, but they're not.
Fox?
They're foxes. This is from a brand called
Scion?
Is that how you say it?
I believe so.
Right. I remember when they used to sell this in John Lewis, and it used to be really, really jeffing expensive.
Okay.
And then Home Sense and TK Maxx got hold of it, and I think they started producing a little bit.
Yeah, I've seen like t-shirts and stuff with the same logo.
But it depends on what fox you get, and if it's a discontinued colorway of the fox.
Yep. You look really into that when you kind of just glance it up and down.
Marks.
Oh, okay.
I actually quite like the fox. If you find a full set, that is a king size, and it does come with the pillowcases, but you can still get good money for them used. I did pick it up because it was £2.50.
Bargain.
Never dabbled in the old
we don't really, do
cover.
we? No. By the same token, if it's a print like that and it'll sell, even at £20, you've 10 times your money.
That's what I thought. I thought, you know what?
They're going to cover the shipping.
I don't have to really think about it. And you know what? I like the foxes.
You did?
Yeah, I thought they were cute.
Okay, well, moving on. Buy what you like, folks. Buy what you like.
This is another little independent. It's called Action Cancer. I think so. It was jam-packed and it was massive.
It was huge. It was very, very random as well because, like, it just, yeah, there you go. It goes right to the back and there are rails and rails and rails. But I will say, like, 99% of everything in there.
Tap.
Yeah. However,
this was Diane von Furstenberg, old label, £5. It is a knitted dress, very like bodycon-esque. I did actually find the exact one on eBay. I know it is an American comp coming up on eBay, but I thought, just for the purposes of this video,
need a little bit of debobbling, but it was perfect. There's no holes.
Yep. So that was like 87 with an offer with but original price was $365.
And once again, as we all know, eBay comps aren't the be all and end all, folks.
And they're not my be all and end all, and I will not be following that price. But I thought I'd put it on screen just for a reference anyway.
The exact dress.
You want to look out really for wrap dresses from Diane von Furstenberg, especially the silk jerseys. Those are the things that fly out. This is another Mark Chain piece. Look, Mark Chain.
Wow, they're everywhere.
Mark Chain.
Yeah, but that's 3 different stores, isn't it? That's 3 different stores with 3 different pieces. Like, we've probably found, 5, 6 pieces the whole of our picking kind of career? Yeah,
I didn't really look for it, but...
No, but you know what I mean.
It was jumping out of me.
It was jumping out of you.
And this is a Vincent.
Vincent's were like, they're an Irish thing.
They're an Irish thing, right. And they had like an American feel to them, I feel like. They were very thrift shoppy.
Okay.
What do you feel?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Did you not feel a lot?
No, I didn't feel. I felt zero. No, I just felt it wasn't any different to anything else. I can't say it was American at all.
I found with these charity shops that a lot of them were like, they had a lot of uniforms, school uniform in them. And there was a lot of people shopping for uniform. It was very interesting to watch other people perform. This was not Gucci, although I thought it was Gucci and I thought it hit the motherload. It's a random brand. However, the Gucci did make...
They made PJs.
They made promotional PJs.
They were like VIP gifts, weren't they?
Yeah, in the bloom packaging, which I showed just now.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that looked like it. It wasn't. It was upsetting. But you probably could have bought that because it had the dupe pattern and put it on Vinted.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And made some money off of it. It's not really my thing, but it was cool.
I was actually going to say as well, you mentioned earlier about like being like more like a thrift story.
Yeah.
The only thing I really remember, like, which we went years and years and years ago to Florida, and we did thrifting there. We just weren't doing YouTube at the time. Actually, I think you might have Instagram photos back then of that.
Yeah.
Either way, I just remember being so like rail heavy, like rail after rail after rail after rail, like going through, like what we class as the superstores now.
Yeah.
Like that.
God, that freaked me out. Yeah.
That was our door banging. Like that, but like after, like just rails, just a mass amount of rails, nothing in between, just rails.
Yeah.
That's what I think of thrift stores.
They should put cafes in the thrift stores, and just saying. Austin was very enamoured by this dress. He kept touching it.
Yeah, it was. Do you know why? Because I actually thought it was really like I don't know, like what was the pattern? Remind me.
Cherries.
Yeah, cherries. So a very pop pattern, like that it was only caramel in the actual dress, but very, very much so. There you go. And what did it go for?
£50.
Yeah, see, so for like what would be an old?
It was £4.
Caramel
so not
dress.
bad.
No, not at all. We didn't pick it up though, did we? No, we didn't.
No. And that wraps up our charity shops in Northern Ireland. I hope you enjoyed travelling with us. if I were to choose to go sourcing here again, I would say no. If I was here and was sourcing, that's okay.
Yeah, I agree. And I'd also say, just to sign off, it's one of those things that everyone's different. Everyone's looking for different items.
Yeah.
Maybe if you were into games or something else, you would have really hit the jackpot. I don't know.
Who knows?
But for us, it was fun.